A GOP representative taking on two media outlets all the way to court. Congressman Devin Nunes filing defamation suits against NBC Universal and the Washington Post after they accused him of colluding with a Russian agent to get President Donald Trump elected back in 2016. Congressman Devin Nunes joins us live now to discuss. He's also the author of this book. It is called Countdown to Socialism. There again on your screen. Congressman, good to see you, and thanks for getting to us. I mean, there's so much news of the day to get to, but I've got to ask you, and I know that lawsuits have certain things you can and cannot say, but what is happening with your suits? Last I heard, you believe the Post would be deposed. Have you heard anything on your suit with NBC Universal?
Well, look, this was a big stride for transparency and to hold the fake news accountable. What happened in court a couple days ago in Washington, D.C., this is the first time, at least in modern history, that a member of Congress, sitting member of Congress, will be able to advance against the Washington Post. And look, they've had a group of reporters over there who continue to promote the Russia hoax. And as, of course, I was chairman of the Intelligence Committee, still the top Republican on the Intelligence Committee. We said from the very beginning that this smelled and there was nothing here. But yet they continue to promote this. They continue to attack me and my staff. So what it culminated with last year, they did a fake news story on one of my former staff, and they resurrected stuff from 4 years ago that was never true. That, I had, James Bond style rolled out of cars, jumped over the fence at the White House at midnight, and stole some intelligence reports that then I leaked out to the President of the United States, of all things, if you can imagine. So they knew from prior reporting that that was totally false. There was never any midnight run or jumping over the fence. It was all actually just trying to figure out unmaskings and, how was General Flynn's conversation leaked out? How was President Trump's conversations leaked out? And then, of course, other intelligence reports that we viewed as highly problematic, targeting American citizens, had nothing to do with the wiretap of Trump Tower that I had said at the time didn't happen. We weren't even looking at that. I had said several times that was the case. So, look, they acted with actual malice. They've been doing it for years. Thankfully, a judge saw that. So now, if the Washington Post has any evidence, which I know they don't, but I look forward to deposing these cast of characters that have been after me for a long time and try to hold them accountable.
Also, if I understand this correctly, it's Rachel Maddow's show on MSNBC that was of issue. Is that correct?
Yeah, so that one's just completely bizarre. About 3 months ago or so, 4 months ago, she got up on the wrong side of the bed and just decided to accuse me of treason, obstruction of justice. Completely bizarre because there were multiple reports about this. It was the House Republicans that were conducting a counterintelligence investigation into various Russians and Ukrainians, and things were going on. We were the ones that actually tipped off the Department of Justice and the FBI. So, a year or so later, earlier this year, out of nowhere, she accuses me of doing dirty things with Ukrainians and Russians, just more of the same crap, just more of the same nonsense that, Republicans are somehow tied to Putin. And it's completely outlandish. It's actually the opposite was true. We have no idea who her sources were, but yeah, she just teed off on me on national news. They tweeted it out multiple times, put it on all of their different media outlets. And look, at the end of the day, what's the problem with this? The problem is that people believe that poison. And it puts me, it puts my staff, it puts my family all at risk because you have millions of Americans running around that, believe that I'm doing something, I'm committing treason and, cooperating with Russians. It's just wrong. So that has been filed. We look forward to getting before the judge. They have, I think, a few weeks to respond to my complaint, and we'll see what happens. But look, the same thing is true. I am going to continue to hold the fake news accountable. And they may not like it, but, the level of the way that civil discourse in this country is going down the tubes is precisely because we have fake news in this country that are actually just destroying people's lives, and I'm fighting back against it.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.